So Kobe Bryant's wife, Vanessa, is pregnant with another man's child. So technically she is obviously a widow to him because he sadly lost his life with their daughter in a helicopter crash like 5 or 6 years ago. But she's now moved on and is having a child with another man.
So it's a lot of people that's up in arms about the news that Vanessa Bryant is pregnant. I definitely need to stay out of straight folks' business because was she supposed to stay single forever? Is that what we're doing? She was supposed to stay single forever.
Kobe's wife pregnant and y'all females out here defending her, talking about, oh, she's allowed to move on. Actually, no, when you got kids by Kobe Bryant, you ain't never supposed to disgrace his legacy.
So, out of nowhere, rumors of Vanessa Bryant, the widow of NBA legend Kobe Bryant, being pregnant, hit the internet, and word is her alleged baby daddy has been exposed. Yep, you heard that right. This is carrying a lot of buzz online and getting crazier by the minute. But hold on tight, because here's where it gets messier. Fans are speculating that not only is she pregnant, but she's expecting a set of twins. And the plot thickens. Sources close to the situation are hinting that her new partner might not be who we all thought. Could this be the fresh start Vanessa's been waiting for? Or is there more to the story than we're being told? If y'all been paying attention to the latest gossip, then you've probably heard the headline-grabbing news that Vanessa Bryant, the widow of NBA legend Kobe Bryant, might be pregnant. Now, it's still unclear exactly how this rumor started or why it's picking up so much steam online, but let me tell you. Multiple outlets have been running with this story. As you can imagine, the internet is swirling with speculation, and fans are on the edge of their seats, trying to figure out just who the alleged baby daddy might be, if there's any truth to these rumors at all. But before we dive deeper into the chaos and tea, let's rewind a bit to understand exactly how messy this scandal really is. You see, things haven't exactly been smooth sailing for Vanessa since that tragic day on January 26th, 2020. That's the day her life changed forever after the sudden passing of her beloved husband, Kobe Bryant, and their daughter, Gianna, in a horrific helicopter crash that also claimed the lives of 7 other people. Since that fateful day, Vanessa has been doing her best to heal from an unimaginable loss, all while being there for her daughters and maintaining some semblance of privacy around her personal life. Now, years later, it's clear that Vanessa has been quietly taking the time she needs to process her grief and find peace. And while she's been fiercely private about her relationship status, there's always been that lingering question. Has she moved on? Is she seeing someone new? Rumors have been circulating for a while now, and the latest gossip is spilling over, but just how much of this is actually true, and what are the real facts behind these whispers? The first big rumor that caught everyone's attention came when fans started linking her to none other than Rob Pelinka, Kobe's close friend and former agent. It all started innocently enough. Vanessa posted a birthday shout-out on Instagram for Rob's 54th birthday, complete with pictures of them together. Now, Rob had always been a close friend to both Vanessa and Kobe, so it wasn't that shocking to see them hanging out. But the internet loves a good story, and fans couldn't help but wonder, could something be going on between Vanessa and Rob? To add fuel to the fire, the fact that Rob was so close to the Bryant family made it easy for people to imagine that there was more to their friendship than met the eye. But here's the catch. Rob is happily married and has been for years, so it could be safe to say there's probably no romantic involvement there. Still, that didn't stop the rumor mill from churning. But here's where things start to get even juicier. It wasn't just Rob who Vanessa's name was linked to. Oh no, folks. Another name that has come up in recent whispers is that of Paul Gasol, Kobe's former teammate and close friend. Now, the rumors about Paul and Vanessa really started heating up when Paul sent her a massive bouquet of white roses for Valentine's Day. I mean, come on, a gesture like that? That's not something just a friend does. White roses on Valentine's Day? That's a romantic gesture, and we all know it. Fans went crazy speculating if Paul might be more than just a friend to Vanessa. And while some brushed it off, saying Paul was simply being a good friend and showing his support during a tough time, others couldn't help but side-eye the whole thing. But it gets even more interesting. Vanessa and Paul have been friends for years, and after Kobe's tragic passing, Paul stepped up to be a pillar of support for Vanessa and her family. But just like with Rob, there was always that whisper of something more, maybe. People weren't convinced that this was just a friendship anymore, especially with those white roses making the rounds. Was it just a friendly gesture, or was there something deeper? Fans started speculating that maybe, just maybe, Vanessa had moved on with someone who had been there for her in the darkest of times. But wait, it doesn't stop there. There was even speculation that Vanessa might have been involved with NFL star Russell Wilson. Yup, you heard that right. Fans were linking Russell and Vanessa because, well, they're both part of the same social circle. Russell's wife, Kiara, is a good friend of Vanessa's, so it seemed plausible, right? She celebrated his birthday, sent gifts on Father's Day, and he even gave her a bouquet of roses on Valentine's Day. But like most rumors, this one quickly fizzled out. People pointed to the fact that Vanessa and Russell's connection was purely based on their friendship with Ciara. The rumors surrounding them didn't gain much traction, and many dismissed them, saying Russell was simply a friend offering support. But with all the recent pregnancy gossip swirling around, many can't help but wonder, what if? Could one of these past rumors, Rob, Paul, or Russell, have been closer to the truth than we thought? Now, let's get back to the real drama. Just recently, pregnancy rumors about Vanessa Bryant started making their rounds across the internet, and they've been nothing short of wild. Now, before we get all excited and start making assumptions, let's just take a moment to look at what Vanessa herself had to say about the whole thing. When the pregnancy rumors hit, she quickly took to Instagram to shut it all down. She posted 2 memes from Rihanna, humorously addressing the gossip. One meme had Rihanna rocking goggles and a middle finger up with the caption, "Me protecting my peace, not pregnant and having fun all summer." Another one read, "I'm not mean, I'm just not the one." So if you're wondering, it seems like Vanessa isn't ready to confirm or deny anything yet, leaving fans in even more suspense. Now, this topic has clearly struck an emotional chord with the public because several social media users have been passionately voicing their opinions on the rumored scenario, and what has quickly turned into a gender war. Many men are against Vanessa's alleged pregnancy, while many women are rallying behind her, supporting her right to move on after 5 years of mourning her late husband, Kobe Bryant. This whole situation has sparked debates across the internet, some heated, others outraged, but one thing is for sure, everyone has an opinion. One video in particular caused a stir on social media when an online user blindly followed the unproven rumor, accusing Vanessa Bryant of being unfaithful to her late husband by getting pregnant.
Kobe wife pregnant and y'all females out here defending her, talking about, oh, she's allowed to move on. Actually, no, when you got kids by Kobe Bryant, you ain't never supposed to disgrace his legacy. See, this be y'all problem. Y'all think she on the same scale as y'all when she not. You gotta understand, you got pregnant by a regular person in the hood who got smoked by trying to rob the wrong person. Not her. She got pregnant by the Black Mamba. She's supposed to die a legend, just like him. If it was up to me, she wouldn't have access to no more funds or my estate. Tell your new dude to pay for your lifestyle.
This video ruffled a lot of feathers. The user boldly stated that Vanessa wasn't allowed to move on and went as far as to condemn her for disgracing Kobe's legacy. As you can imagine, the comments section went crazy with a back and forth war between the sexes. Some argued that Vanessa's personal life should remain private, while others felt it was disrespectful for her to even think about moving on. In response to all the negativity, one user wrote, "Leave her alone, please. She has a right to move on, especially after 5 years. People are ridiculous." While others weren't as forgiving and outright ignited old flames by posting, "Let this woman live. Kobe cheated on her. She stuck by him. These fanboys, girls, wanting her to be a martyr. Stop. Talk about stirring up some old drama, right?" This sparked an avalanche of people revisiting Vanessa and Kobe's tumultuous relationship, questioning if she really owed him her loyalty after everything they'd been through. For the past few years, the world had seen Vanessa as the heartbroken widow, and no one could blame her for mourning. But could she have been waiting for a chance to move on with someone else? Or was this just another example of people wanting to have a say in how she lives her life? Let's take a closer look. Vanessa and Kobe first met back in 1999, when Vanessa was just 17 years old and Kobe was 21. Can you believe that? She was practically a teenager, and he was already making a name for himself in the NBA. The two met when Kobe was working on a music video, and Vanessa was chosen as a backup dancer. It was love at first sight, and in true celebrity fashion, their whirlwind romance began. Within a few months, they were engaged. And get this, Vanessa was still in high school when she said yes to Kobe's proposal. Talk about jumping into love head first. They tied the knot less than a year after they got engaged on April 18th, 2001, in a private ceremony in Dana Point, California. And right after that, the couple wasted no time in starting their family. 2 months after their wedding, they welcomed their first child. But just when they were about to enjoy this new chapter of their lives, Kobe found himself embroiled in a huge scandal in 2003. That scandal, the one where Kobe was accused of by a 19-year-old hotel worker, sent shockwaves through the public. While Kobe denied the charges, admitting only to adultery, Vanessa stood by his side, accepting his apology and deciding to forgive him. The couple publicly moved forward, pretending like the whole incident never happened. But the truth is, Kobe wasn't exactly faithful to Vanessa for much longer. Despite his promise to be faithful, Kobe's infidelity continued. And by 2007, it got so bad that Vanessa almost filed for divorce. Rumor has it that she was done with him for good. She even demanded a $75 million settlement, along with 3 of his mansions. Vanessa seemed fed up with the constant cheating and lies, and it looked like their marriage was going to end. But despite all of this, Vanessa ultimately decided to stay with Kobe. So why did she forgive him? Was it out of love, or was it out of the desire to protect her family's legacy? In 2011, after years of reconciliation, Vanessa finally filed for divorce. However, she cited irreconcilable differences, even though Kobe's infidelity was likely the primary reason for the breakup. Rumors started swirling about why she didn't give the full details to the press, but one thing was clear: Vanessa wasn't going to air all of their dirty laundry in public. After filing, Vanessa asked for a hefty settlement, but just months later, the two reconciled. They came back together for the sake of their daughters, and it seemed like they were ready to start fresh. But was it really that simple? In 2016, after years of marriage, Vanessa and Kobe welcomed their 3rd daughter, Bianca, and just 3 years later, in 2019, they had Capri, their 4th daughter. It seemed like everything was going well until January 26, 2020, when tragedy struck. Kobe and their daughter, Gianna, tragically lost their lives in a helicopter crash. Fans were devastated, and the world mourned alongside Vanessa. She was suddenly widowed and left to raise her daughters alone. The pain of losing her husband and daughter has been indescribable, and many fans admired her strength as she navigated through such an immense loss. Now back to the drama. With the pregnancy rumors making headlines, people are asking, could she really be expecting? If so, is she finally ready to move on? Or is this just another case of gossip blowing out of proportion? Some people are fully supportive of her right to heal and move forward with her life, after all. 5 years have passed since Kobe's death, and Vanessa has suffered enough. One user even wrote, "Life goes on. If it was the other way around, I'm sure he would have moved on sooner than this. He was a cheater. She was respectful of their relationship, and she owes him nothing more." Another wrote, "She's allowed to move on and be with someone else. She's still keeping Kobe's legacy alive. She can't spend the rest of her days with memories." However, there's still a vocal minority saying Vanessa should preserve Kobe's legacy and that she shouldn't be dating so soon after his death.
Alright, RIP to my boy Kobe. It's gonna sound insensitive, but RIP to my Kobe, bro. He was a legend, bro. I miss you. It is rumored that Vanessa Bryant is pregnant. Kobe only died 5 years ago. This solidifies it in my mind that I will never wife a ever. Oh, I will never wife a girl ever. I don't want to be disrespectful. And I've seen so many girls defending this, like Vanessa Bryant. I'm not saying she can move on. That's her own life. I don't. But 5 years after being with a like Kobe, 5 years. That means you got pregnant like rumor after. So you've been maybe 4 or 3 years after.
Some claim that Kobe's passing made her richer, and now she's somehow dishonoring his memory by moving on with someone else. One harsh commenter said, "When he died, it became her money." Another bluntly commented, "What a disgrace." But at the end of the day, is this any of our business? Vanessa is an adult, and like others have pointed out, she's earned the right to move on and make her own choices without the internet judging her every move. As the rumors continue to swirl, fans are left wondering, is there any truth to these pregnancy rumors? Or is this just a wild rumor gone too far? What do you think? If these rumors are true, do you think Vanessa is right to move on, or do you believe she should protect Kobe's legacy and memory? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep this conversation going. It's clear this drama is only just getting started, and we're all here for it.